Well, much has been discussed in recent months about how the New Haven Police Department's major crime solve rate is much lower than Hartford, Waterbury, and Bridgeport. And there are various reasons for that.
And one of those cases unsolved is the murder of a New Haven high school student 7 years ago today. Fox 61's Tony Tersey joins us live from New Haven Police Department with an update on the investigation and how the family is trying to keep his memory alive. Tony.
It's amazing how the family is still together, but they said, it was Jericho Scott we're speaking about, who kept us all together. There were 2 boys, 3 girls, mom, dad, and they said to honor him, they're going to be doing a walk called Justice for Jericho this weekend to keep his name alive.
This is for Nornie. Jericho's one of his many home run balls.
A proud dad. Jericho Scott was quite an athlete, but also a mama's boy.
Jericho was always around me. All day, all night.
But just after midnight on April 19th, 2015, Jericho, walking home from a friend's, stopped next door to speak to 2 friends sitting in a car. All 3 were shot in a drive-by.
I can't speak for each of them. What I will say is, to this point, there's nothing in the investigation that has led me to believe that Jericho Scott was the intended target.
And even 7 years later, on Exchange Street, an encased memorial sits at the spot where the 16-year-old was killed. But other than surveillance from this nearby convenience store, leads are scarce.
7 long years. Yes.
It really hinges on someone just giving some sort of piece of evidence, giving a name, giving a description, giving something that we don't already have.
You sit there and you wait and you think you're gonna get that phone call, you know what I mean, that there's a break in the case, and it's not.
A lot of counseling, and I learned that doesn't matter what I could have done. I couldn't have done anything any different than what I did.
I have to be his voice. I have to be the family's voice. It's my job, with the rest of the members of the New Haven Police Department, to try to bring justice to the Scott family.
Justice for Jericho.
Justice for Jericho indeed, and that coming up on Saturday is going to be a walk at Criscolo Park, now called Chapel Street Park, the family tells me, on the corner of James and Chapel. The walk steps off at 11 a.m. and goes all around near the neighborhood where Jericho was killed. We're live in New Haven. Tony Tersey, Fox 61 News.